Hey guys. So, I realized that I haven't done a video in quite some time, but I don't know. One, I've been really busy, and two, I haven't really felt that there was anything I really passionately wanted to talk about. So, I found something. And it's kind of a couple somethings, but they connect together, I feel. So, alright. And one thing I like to do with my videos is I don't edit. I make a mistake, then I make a mistake. Or if I lose my train of thought, that's okay. I just want my videos to be very real, very relatable. So, um, I was talking with my friend a couple days ago, and she told me something that really, it hurt to read about. Um, her friend was raped, and it's never a fun thing to hear about when your friend has been hurt or is hurting, or somebody that you love. And I won't name names, but in this story that she told me and what I read about, this girl, she found strength in places that she wasn't expecting. And one thing that I've always talked about or told people is, when you're suffering the most, God is paying the most attention to you. He's challenging you to be better. And while it might seem like he's putting you through an impossible amount of obstacles, or you don't think you can make it through, God will always find a way for you. I know that I personally have felt that my life needs to take a pause and that it needs to slow down. But God will never give you more than you can handle, no matter how much we might feel otherwise. I don't know. One thing that I've always wanted to do is to help people. And so hearing a story like this and feeling that even though I don't know this other person, this friend of my friend's, personally, I wanted to do something. But I wanted to use this quote that she actually wrote a blog about it. And she said, "I have to suffer before I can save." And that really got to me. Because in ways, how can you truly help somebody if you can't sympathize to a certain level what it means to suffer? Nobody's life is perfect. Nobody goes through life without have suffered, or without pain, or without sadness. It's just not done. And even as babies are born into sin. They don't get a get out of jail free card, but they aren't aware of what's going on around them, though. And they haven't been educated, and they are still innocent. Which is why if a baby dies, or if a young child dies, they go straight to heaven. Because God knows in our soul when we are spiritually ready to understand the difference between faith and not believing. But, we all go through our own battles, and we all gain a certain number of scars and experience different moments of sadness and struggle. And it's okay to let your guard down. It's okay to not smile 24/7. I grew up very fast as a kid, and I always thought it was better to smile than to cry. Because once I came to that age of understanding that I didn't want to make people feel sad, I didn't want others to worry about me, so I put my problems and my issues to the side so that I could help others. And I think as I got older, people got comfortable with that idea. And I wanted people to be able to come to me with their issues, but, when you put on a front like that, put up a front like that, you're giving people the impression that it is unusual for you to experience anything but happiness. And so when you're actually sad or upset, or when you seek help for your problems, you might find that your results are unsatisfactory, that you don't get the help that you were looking for, because people aren't used to having to help you. I think that's kind of what I found. And so as I got older and as I went into college, I became more open. I was truly myself, and I told people how I felt. And if they asked me for the truth, I said, just be ready to hear what I'm about to tell you. And don't regret asking, because I will tell you everything that is on my mind. I will tell you what I am thinking. And some people were prepared to hear it and others weren't, and you just have to accept that. Because not everybody is meant to be permanent in your life, but no interaction with a person is by accident. God intended everything to happen. And just one thing that I truly believe in is that scars are beautiful, whether they're physical or emotional or spiritual. They are beautiful, and they are what make you unique. Everything that you've endured, everything that you have gotten past, everything that you are going through is meant to happen, and everything that did happen makes you stronger, whether you believe that or not. But just like Jesus, we all have our own cross to bear. And all these things that we believe shouldn't have happened to us, that was cruel, things that were sad, that we wish had not happened, they were meant to happen. No matter how much we wish that they hadn't, no matter how sad they are to think about, I know we've all felt that way. We've all felt powerless, and like there must have been another way for us to learn that lesson, for us to get to where we are. And yeah, it can really suck sometimes. It can really be hard to understand why something happens, why a child has to suffer, why a parent has to die, why a husband, a wife, a fiance, a girlfriend, a best friend, a brother, a sister, why any of them have to suffer. But everything has a purpose. And sometimes the greatest joy can come out of the most sadness. You just have to be willing to keep going to find out if that story has a happy ending, if you truly put your faith and trust in God. And I know it's scary. I like to refer to it as parachuting without a parachute. Free falling. I know that I don't put my faith enough in God. I believe truly that He exists. My faith is very strong. I'm very passionate about it. But when it comes to situations that I don't understand, when it comes to seeking help and guidance, I know that I don't always seek Him first, and that is something I personally need to work on. And I don't want to be all preachy to you in this video. Just simply tell you that for those of you out there who are going through a lot, who feel like you have too much on your plate, who have gone through a lot, I know what it's like. And I know that it's hard. But I hope that you will take comfort in the fact that there is a silver lining and that there is something good waiting for you if you're willing to push past it. Just take it one day at a time. Find solace in God, in your friends, in your family. Pray, if you're the praying sort. Read your Bible. If you aren't religious, go out, experience life, do something that makes you happy. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to tell you you have to do it my way. You have to live life by faith in order to make it through. I'm just telling you that's how I do it. And maybe you can try it. Maybe it's not so scary to believe in a higher power. But if you feel that you've made too many mistakes, that you messed up beyond anything that anybody can forgive, know that God always forgives. And that everybody deserves a second chance. My philosophy is everybody deserves chance upon chance upon chance. I don't believe in a limit. I know that it's hard for me to forgive at times, and that it might hurt my heart to think what a person did to me is unforgivable, or that they don't deserve it. But then that would be putting me above that person. Nobody is above anybody else. Everybody is equal, and everybody has their own struggle, has their own problems, their own reasons for doing something. And is it so hard for us to try to understand what those reasons might be, to put ourselves in another person's shoes? It can be. We can be so wrapped up in our own lives that we don't know how to look at the world through another person's eyes. We can't empathize. We can't even sympathize. Because what we're experiencing is too powerful and too great for us to take a step out of our own worlds. I refuse to do that. No matter what I'm going through, I will always want to see the world through another person's eyes. I will want to know what is going on with my friends, and I will want to help them if they will let me. Sometimes we have to suffer before we can save. I know God blessed me with a heart that's willing to forgive, that's willing to help, wanting to help, and needing a bigger purpose in my life than simply settling for the minimum. Why help 5 people when I can help 10? That type of thing, the quota. But another thing I just wanted to talk about is God gave us these people in our lives for a reason. And to me, that includes second families. I do not know where I would be without my second families. Without those that I consider my family who aren't my blood, but I will do anything for. And sometimes that requires letting go of someone old to let someone new in, because that's what you need. Because that's how it was meant to be. You might still love that old person, but sometimes you need space. Everything is in God's time. And just time in itself, everybody needs time and space. And just sometimes you need to let go of something old to be open to the idea of something new. And I know that this video is really long, and I'm sorry. I was wanting to aim for a good 7 minutes, but I just really got talking, and I hope you've watched it all the way up to this point, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And maybe I hope that it helped you with what you're going through right now, but I really just felt it was worth talking about. And I know that I personally I personally had to open my mind to the idea of something new. And just be comfortable being yourself. Because you will find those who love you and accept you and want you in their lives, whether it's a significant other or friends. So, just be awesomely you. Unapologetically authentic. Thank you for watching. And I hope that you are all having a blessed night or morning, however you want to look at it. Alright.